What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review. What's going on, everyone? I am Daniel Rodriguez, and it's time to do a spoiler review for Independence Day Resurgence. Again, spoilers, 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 spoilers. Make sure you have seen Independence Day Resurgence, or if you just don't care and you want the plot to be spoiled for you, then come on in. Let's get on to this movie. Bill Pullman, Jeff Goldblum, Liam Hemsworth, Jesse Usher. I want to say Jesse Custer sometimes, just because of Preacher, almost done sheriff. Jesse Usher, some award girl, whatever. Women, actresses, I don't know. Vivica Fox. I don't pay attention to actresses. People like that, basically. Certain things. Yeah, you know, just a whole cast of people for Independence Day. Will Smith's not in it. Stuff like that. Either way, serious, for real, spoiler review. We're going to talk about just the major plot points, talk about things. We're going to recap the whole film. I'll do it as fast as I can. Of course, I'm using Wikipedia, as always, for my plot construction. I saw this IMAX 3D. The effects, beautiful. That's one of the things that I said even in my review. And if you want to see my actual professional, hello everyone, professional review, and it's 4 minutes long, and you want to get all my spoiler-free thoughts on Independence Day, link is down below. I recommend watching that more than this, but yeah. Anyway, alright, spoiler review. I gave it a 5.8 out of a 10. And these are the pros. These are the pros I said. I said action. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the shallows. The effects, Bill Pullman's beard, destruction, the world, the design of the world, the cinematography, and the tone. 6 pros. The effects were the only great thing about the film. Alright, let's be honest. And in IMAX 3D, it was beautiful. It looked amazing. The destruction looked flawless there. I mean, not flawless. It just looked beautiful. And it became a regular disaster film, you know, with everything going up and everything must come down. The thing is that with action films nowadays, it's either, if the action goes on for too long, it could get boring. Very few films could do like a 15-minute, 20-minute straight-on action scene and keep it interesting. John Wick. Sure, the action doesn't go on for very long, like 20 minutes at a time, but it stays entertaining. It thinks. This movie does not think. It doesn't have a brain. It's just kind of going mindlessly anywhere. It's bumping into places. It bumps into the walls. It bumps into the corners all the time. The effects were perfect, beautiful. The acting was not... Nobody did a great acting job in this film. And it's a summer blockbuster, like I said in the review. It's not, you know, we're not an Oscar-nominated film here. They're not trying... It's Roland Emmerich. But the first trailer was so great. I love the trailer to Independence Day Resurgence. It's better than the movie, the trailer. It's a fun, entertaining time. It's popcorn, you know, it's a summer blockbuster, and I do say, you're a big IMAX fan, you love disaster films, go see it in the cinema. But if you could wait, you look at it, I mean, I say most people can wait, but if you're just a big disaster guy and you want to get your friends and you just want to watch stuff getting blown up and aliens and Jeff Goldblum, then go watch it in the theaters. But save your money. Don't download it. Don't. That's not helping theaters. Anyway, the problems I had with this movie before we go into the plot. The president's death. Not Bill Pullman. The main president, the female president. What was up with that? With her dying? Like, first off, they showed it in the trailers without us really knowing, oh, she's gonna die at that moment. But the aliens come in, and all she's doing is this. And then, like, she has no gun, and the guy's like, and, like, it's so stupid. Like, and then, like, we don't see her death, and then, like, 10 minutes later, the president is KIA, or we believe she's KIA. How do we know she's killed? Maybe they captured her. How do they know that she's the president? Also, You know, it's... You don't... Not until you see the death on screen, that's when I believe it. But if it's off screen, you didn't show her death. So how do I know... You showed Bill Pullman's death. You showed Vivica A. Fox's death. But you didn't show the president's death. So how do I know she's dead? How can you convince me that she's dead? Yeah, is it very unlikely that she got out of that? Yeah, I'm assuming she's dead. But you didn't show me the death scene. You know? Vivica A. Fox... I didn't expect her to die. And she's not the biggest... I mean, she was big... Not a big character in the first Independence Day, but Will Smith's wife in the character, right? In the movie. And I didn't expect her to die. I didn't walk in thinking, oh, Vivica A. Fox is going to die in this film. Like, it got me, but not like, oh my god, it was a stupid way to die. You think, yes, the predictable, you think she's going to climb up in the helicopter. No. I don't even know what that was. It's just... Let's CG model you. Okay, just do this. And her son's watching. Just there to there. Ma. If I saw my mom fall like that, I would... but I wouldn't just... Oh, alright, we gotta fight the aliens, guys. Stay strong. No, I'd break down. I'm done. Bye, guys. I'm out of here. That's not a normal way to die. Not at all. So, I don't know. Shit, let me tell you. Will Smith, his character, Heller, he wouldn't have, his last name's Heller, but he wouldn't have just, oh, my wife, oh. Let me tell you, he wouldn't have done that. Alright? Okay. So that was a big no-no of her death. That was stupid. You didn't even really have to bring her in, technically. I mean, you really didn't need to. It doesn't add anything to the movie, just nostalgia. But, it's not like she was the biggest thing of the first movie in the first place. Bill Pullman, his death. Bill Pullman's not the greatest actor, but he is fun to see on screen. And I enjoyed a little bit. I enjoyed the dialogue, Not the dialogue the dialogue sucks. But the way that he did it, where he was like, we convinced an entire generation. Now we could take them down. We're not going to lose this time. That whole, whatever happened to his voice, he got old. He's like 62 years old. But I mean, if you look at him, damn, he looks like, I don't mean in any wrong way, but yeah, I don't know, he looks like he's sick. He looks like he has some, I don't know if it's personal or, he just looks very, I don't, like, even when he shaved and he doesn't look healthy whatsoever. He's skinny. He looks just withered away. I don't know, man. Either way, that's going on, and happy 4th of July. His death was so pointless. Yeah, he blew up the shield or the ship or whatever, but his main goal was to blow up the Queen, and he didn't blow up the Queen. All of a sudden, when the Queen attacks, it turns into Godzilla. Like if Godzilla came out and, it would have turned into that, basically. Which, don't get me wrong, it is a fun... Like, I am going to buy this movie on Blu-ray. I will own it. I will. Not on day one, but one day I will own it. I mean, it is a fun movie to watch. I didn't hate all the characters. They just... Liam Hemsworth, he was okay. He didn't add much to the table, but he wasn't a huge disappointment. Jeff Goldblum was being Jeff Goldblum. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's multiple things. And I'll tell you the cons about this movie. The pacing, a lot of scenes dragged, very cliched and cliched characters. The dialogue, supporting characters, focusing on the future of the third installment in the franchise. The acting, the action just drags on, like I said, and it's not funny. They tried to add comedy to it, it doesn't work. Judd Hirsch, how did he survive? There was literally a tsunami that passed by him. How did he survive? It's a film, yes, but he's an old man. How did he survive? And he's just dangling like that, and He's alive. Nothing crushed him. Nothing at all. You are one lucky son of a bitch, man, to survive that. That's like Bill Pullman coming back and like, did I stop the Queen? Or Randy Quaid, I'm home. That's like Randy Quaid coming out like of a shell and like, oh, aliens are back. Give me that piler. Give me that plane, man, and just like going after them, and you're like, oh. It has no brain. Like I said, this movie has no brain. It's just it's a mindless adventure. I love the world they designed, the technology, the tugs. And we're going to go over stuff, and I'm just going to give my quick opinion and what I liked, what I didn't, my personal opinion. So, here we go for the plot. 20 years after the international community recovered from a devastating alien invasion that killed over 3 billion people, the United States has set up the ESD, the Earth Space Defense, a united global defense program that serves as Earth's early warning system. The main defense force uses technology salvaged from the remains of the alien forces, with military forces assembled on the Moon, Mars, I don't even know what means, and the Area 51 base has become the ESD headquarters. Blah, 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 ESD. They really didn't explain that well, of like, it opens and we're on the Moon, and we have a headquarters now, and apparently we've gone to Mars, and it just kind of goes like, alright. It shows Goldblum's character, and then it shows Liam, and then it shows Jesse, and then it shows... And then, all of a sudden, they do this storyline where Will Smith's son in the movie has beef with Liam Hemsworth, you know, more storyline added to it, to make it spicy, and well, Liam Hemsworth is dating the president's daughter. Anyone remember? My generation may remember. Anyone from Disney Channel, you know, My Date with the President's Daughter. Anyone? Really fun movie. I'm pretty sure it was total shit. If I watch it, I'll be like, oh my god, this is shit. But when I was a kid, man, I was like, hell yeah, you know, they always showed it every now and then, late at night on a Disney Channel. God, man, I remember my childhood. All these kids now, you know, growing up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We didn't grow up with that, okay? We grew up with, like, Daredevil, Ben Affleck Daredevil. We had to survive without the MCU, okay? So don't go to me and be, you know, kids think they're all privileged and special growing up now. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We didn't have no CGI Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie when I was young. No. God damn, kids are so privileged nowadays, having these movies bestowed to them, and, you know, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days when I was a kid. Bunch of different movies have changed, but either way, some for the good, some for the bad. In Africa, ESD director David Levison meets with Dr. Catherine Mark, the girl with Jeff Goldblum in the film. They tried to do a love thing with them, and it just didn't. I didn't care for her character. I didn't. If she died, oh, poor thing. How's Jeff Goldblum doing? I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be... I'm being serious. They add too many characters. The guy with the glasses who's annoying. The guy with the machete. Liam Hemsworth's friend. The Chinese girl. They add too many characters and trying to create all these little storylines that... No, we just want to see Goldblum. We want to see Bill Pullman. We want to see the originals from the first kicking alien ass. Alright? In Africa, ESD... Did I read all this? Okay, and Warlord Debemk Umbutu, who led him to an intel attacked alien destroyer. Aboard the ship, they discovered that the ship was drilling a hole and that the aliens sent a distress call to its home planet before the defeat. By the way, he was like, is there any way to get up there? How did you get up there? How? They never showed how he went up in the ship. How did you get up there? There's a hole in the ground and he's like, oh my. And it's, how? Did you go on a helicopter, or I guess they used the tug, or I don't even know what they, how did you get up there? Are you afraid of heights? Did they climb a rope or something? How did they get up there? There's no explanation. I'm sorry if I'm being a little loud. I'm just, how did they get up there? Being honest here. And by the way, when I do spoiler reviews, I don't mean to, I'm not shitting on I'm just kind of saying what I think and all that. So I don't think every spoiler review I'm going to be, oh, this movie, because again, I said it's fun, it's entertaining, there's problems with the film, it's a very messy film, it is a disaster film for sure, but it's still watchable. Don't get me wrong, it's still watchable. Okay. Furthermore, Ubuntu and former U.S. President Thomas Whitmore experienced recurring visions of extraterrestrial orgasms. No, just kidding. Logograms ever since their personal encounters with the telepathic aliens, and they try to decipher them. More storylines that they're trying to set up with. A spherical ship emerges from a wormhole near the ESD's Moon Defense Headquarters. Levinson is convinced that it belongs to a different extraterrestrial race that is benevolent and urges the world's government not to attack, but they vote to shoot it down regardless. Against orders, ESD pilot Jim Morrison, picks up Levinson, the French girl, Ubuntu, and Floyd Rosenberg on a space tug, and they head for the crash site, where they recover a container. An alien mothership 3,000 miles wide suddenly emerges and destroys Earth's planetary defenses before approaching the planet. The space tug is caught by the mothership's artificial gravitational pull, which also lifts structures from most of Asia. The debris falls all across Europe, where the tug manages to escape before heading on to Area 51. With these whole scenes there, this is where it kind of picked up. This is where it really got interesting. This is where the action started to begin. And in a way, when the action starts, it truly never stops. And that's the problem. Yes, it stops, and then it gets boring. You need to find a way, and I can't make a film as good. Like, it's not a good film, but ain't no way I can make a film even... Maybe not even. I can't go out. I could use a webcam. All right, I'm gonna film the next Independence Day. I'm gonna do a better Independence Day. I can't. What they did in this film is extraordinary. What they did of the effects of, even some of the ideas were cool. I can't do that. I'm just a guy from Brooklyn. No, I'm just a guy from Texas. I can't. I mean, you could do anything in life. Lies. Talking in front of a webcam, that's not helping. What was I talking about? I'm totally losing my kind of thought. Okay, forget what I was talking about. The action begins. They're doing all that. And all of a sudden, they get stuck in the gravitational pull, which is no fun. They're kind of just sitting there, and you're like, oh, okay. And they're watching all this destruction happen. But what was weird is, it felt real at the moment. Now, it didn't feel real like... oh my god, I gotta get out of here. It didn't feel that real. But I'm saying, I forget it's a disaster film, and it's not rated R. But seeing people, like, they started to float in Asia, the people, and they were like, and I literally was thinking, like, oh shit, like, people die. Like, we're actually seeing people, hundreds of people fly up, and I'm like, shit, people are gonna die. And we can't do nothing about it. And it kind of like kicked in there, where it's kind of a little emotional human feeling there. The mothership lands over the North Atlantic Ocean and begins drilling a hole through the bottom of it to harvest the heat of the core. None of that's really explained so well. I mean, they want to destroy the Earth and destroy all that, but it's just, it's stupid. They're drilling a hole Just, why not Man of Steel it up, and, the whole, and Batman v Superman and shit, what the Kryptons were doing, which will destroy Earth's magnetic field in the process. The aliens also raided the Cheyenne Mountains complex, killing President Elizabeth Lanford, along with the rest of the cabinet. At Area 51, General Joshua Adams is immediately sworn in as president. Yeah, William Fichtner is in the movie. I have no idea why he's in the movie. He doesn't add nothing to the mix. He just plays, oh, good job. All right, do this, do that, do that, do this. All right, what are you talking about? Why is he in there? Open that. Turn the shield off. Did he seem like president material to you guys? He's the next president. I don't hate William Fichtner, if I'm saying his name wrong, my bad. I don't hate him. He is a good actor. It's just, they didn't use him in this film as I wish they would. Upon the space tug's arrival at Area 51, Dr. Brackish Olkin, Data, waking up, awakens after a 20-year coma. $20-year coma? Yeah, I'm gonna sit aside 20 years, go to sleep, put a needle right here, just feed me the data me of nutrients and stuff. I'm gonna go sit here, and in 20 years, I'm gonna wake up, still have the same hair, nothing grew, nothing, oh, I'm not even hungry, nothing, I'm not, all my muscles, I feel young, nothing wrong, I don't look 20 years older. Come on. Up and running after 20 years. Oh, your muscles aren't depleted and shit? Okay. Okay. He opens up the container and releases a giant white spear of artificial intelligence. Its mission is evacuating survivors from worlds targeted by aliens, whom it calls harvesters, and building a resistance force. One already profoundly feared by the invaders. Block went dark. Whitmore interrogates one of the harvesters held in captivity since the last war. Today, you'll be once again fighting for our freedom. Alright, that got a little boring. That was a horrible joke. The ESD learns that the harvesters, while similar to Earth's insect kingdom, are not like locusts as they initially believed, but exist in Euro society, and that their colossal queen is commanding the invasion. They concluded that if they kill the queen, her attendants will retreat. An ESD fleet of hybrid fighters, led by Captain Dylan DeBro Hiller, stages a counterattack on the queen's chamber, but they are caught in a trap with the Mothership, which wipes out nearly the entire unit. Dylan, along with Jake and fellow pilots Charlie Miller and Ranlow, manages to escape by hijack. Jesus Christ. They steal 2 alien ships. How do you know how to fly an alien ship? Yes, your planes are made out of alien parts, but you're telling me these aliens, after years, 20 years being away from Earth, are you telling me they have the same planes, that it's just this, it's the same way to ride, and you know how to shoot the alien guns? And I almost stepped on my Wolverine mask. I feel like an idiot. You're telling me that, oh my god, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't think. Just like in Transformers, Mark Wahlberg, he has an alien gun. He's just a regular guy from Texas who's a dad of a hot daughter that, smoking. But besides the point, I'm afraid to be a dad one day. I mean, either my daughter's going to be an ugly duckling or my daughter's going to be the most beautiful woman in the world. How do you dads do it? I don't know how. Just let them go. Let them go. Just, you know what? An experiment, just go out there and, come back in 9 months. We'll see how, if you're still skinny, that's a good sign, Experiment it all up. But, God, I'm going to move on. Knowing the Queen Knowing the Queen becomes aware of its presence, the Spear's AI wants the ESD to destroy it to prevent the Harvesters from learning its secrets. The ESD forces instead hide the Spear in an isolation chamber and uses a space tug with a transmitter copying the Spear signal as a decoy to lure the Queen's personal ship to trap filled with... Against his daughter, Patricia's wishes, Whitmore volunteers to pilot the space tug on the suicide mission, leading the warship to the trap and detonates the bombs, sacrificing himself and destroying the ship. However, the Queen survives using an energy shield on her biomechanic suit. Patricia personally flies a hybrid fighter that neutralizes the Queen's shield, allowing Dylan's arriving party to kill the Queen before she can take the Spear. With the Queen dead, the Mothership stops drilling and retreats from Earth. Oaken reveals the Spear has asked them to lead the Resistance and offered them new technology in preparation to take the fight to the aliens' homeworld. Now, yeah, they killed the Queen, blah blah blah. Okay. The ending, Oaken, it definitely... I'm okay, I would see a third film. I'm not lying, I literally would. I'm okay if they make a third film, because it's kind of like they already did the second one. Might as well do the third one. Don't wait 20 years to do it. Just get it over with and make the third film. But the thing is that I like this whole idea of intergalactic, but this movie, 45% of it focuses on a third film. It focuses on the future, and I don't like that. Make the film itself. Don't focus on a sequel. Don't focus on the future. Focus on now. Focus on what the characters are doing, how they're going to get out of the situation, and the aftermath. Not 5 years later. Don't do that. Don't... Oh my god. It's again, it's a mess of a film. 5.8 out of 10. It's mediocre. It's a mediocre film. The only great thing about it was the effects. Yeah, it's fun. Has a few fun action scenes. I wasn't a big fan of the dogfighting scenes, you know, with the airships, and I wasn't a big fan of that because there was too much on the screen, and they just kind of... there's too much to look at, and you don't know what's going on. You just see a bunch of stuff exploding, and suddenly it's a Michael Bay film. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching this Independence Day Resurgence spoiler review. I know I took over 30 minutes. I am sorry. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your favorite parts about the film, what you agree on, what you don't. Tell me your worst parts of the film, what you hate on it. I really like to hear your thoughts. Share with your friends so they could watch this long 30-minute torture of a video. Thank you. And if you want to see more content, you could hit that subscribe button. The next spoiler review I do plan on doing is my Suicide Squad review. But trust me, when I do superhero spoilers, I do it way better than what I did here. I have a Batman v Superman spoiler review on the channel. You could check it out. And I have a Captain America Civil War and X-Men Apocalypse spoiler review. Trust me, superhero movie reviews on spoilers, I do it way better. Independence Day... yeah. Thank you so much. Till next time. Bye-bye.